Hey guys, I want to show you something really cool that Kevin over at 𝙒𝙘𝙧𝙚 sent me. These little boards here are called race wire. And what they are is they go on your quad arms between your motors and your 4-in-1. It essentially mitigates the risk of prop strikes. So you'd wire this up right where your prop would strike if it were to get bent. And then when your prop does get bent down, it's not cutting through your motor wires. Instead, it's just striking the top of this pad, and then it ends up just bending right over the board, and you don't end up with any real damage. Some of the other benefits of this would be that motor swaps become a lot easier because you have a nice access point to get to your motor soldering points. Also, if you're interested in mounting LEDs to the top of your arms, the LEDs actually fit nicely right on top of these, and I'll show you an example of that. Due to the minimalist design of these, they don't add any noticeable weight coming from your traditional wiring with one wire straight from your motor to your 4-in-1. Now they come like this in a set of 6. So you've got one for each of your 4 motors and then 2 spares. It's also important to note that you will still need to use some form of isolation between your carbon fiber arm and the back of the race wire. I'm going to use some electrical tape or some double-sided tape to get it to stick on the arm, and that should do the trick. So this weekend I had what I thought was a pretty innocent crash, and then my quad fell out of the sky, and I was like, what the heck happened? I go over there and look at it, and it looks like I had clipped something, bent the prop blades down, and they just mangled my motor wires here, cut this one and actually ripped this one right off the 4-in-1 here. So this is an example of where race wire would have saved me. Had I had the mini race wire here, had I had a mini race wire in place right where the prop would have struck, I have no doubt that the prop would have just skipped right over that instead of just shredding my motor wires, and this could have potentially ruined my my all-in-one board here by ripping the pad off. These come in 2 sizes, so you've got the 25 and the 40mm. You can see on this size quad here, this is the MRM Raper frame. That might be a good fit for the 25 versus the 40. Let's see, which would be, it would cover nearly the entire distance. You wouldn't have a lot of room for stripping the motor wire back, but that would fit in there just like that. I'm gonna rewire up this build and show you what it looks like. So here's how I have it today, where I just ran the wires all the way up to the all-in-one board. But I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done. Alright, so here it is with the 2 back motors done with the race wire. You can see here I've used the double-sided tape to adhere it to the arm. The solder pads on these are pretty close together, but the solder does a pretty good job of staying on the right pad and not bridging the gaps, but you need to be careful about that. You're not going to be able to test for continuity here because if you just check your motor wires bare, they're going to show continuity between all 3 motor wires, so that's not going to work out. So you need to really do a good job of making sure that you're not bridging any of these gaps with a glob of solder. You can see here if I throw a prop on and bend it down, it's clearing the solder pads just by a hair, so that's what I'm going for. If the prop gets all mangled, it's going to miss these solder joints, it's going to miss the wires, and I should have no problem with that prop destroying any of that stuff. Hey guys, if you're interested in getting your hands on some race wire, I threw a link to buy in the description below. Now if you'd like to get some for free, make sure you're a subscriber, like and comment on this video, and I'll select 2 people and send them out to them. Thanks for watching, guys.